being in Uganda, a third world country in Africa, in terms of opportunities, it feels like you are in a very small world, and whatever you do cannot get out of the small bubble that you are in here. Yeah. And most of the time, it feels hopeless for many people who are talented. There's so many young people in Uganda and probably the rest of Africa who are very talented in various areas, in art, in science, but just because they are in a third world country, most of the time they feel bogged down because the opportunity, they feel they have no opportunity for their work to be recognized elsewhere around the world. Yeah, so that's what it feels like to be in Uganda. I think it makes me feel like I'm being treated unfairly, probably by fate, being born here, that I cannot, or even the other photographers or people that are in the photography world, that their work can't be seen by the rest of the people around the world. So for me, it makes me feel like I've been treated unfairly by fate, by just being born here. It's very hard for my work to be noticed out there. So most of the time, it felt like very hopeless. One of the things that has given me hope is that I have gotten an opportunity to work and to interact with people that are already exposed, people that are already experienced in the field, and this opportunity came through the church where I pray from. So I started doing my work in church, volunteering as a photographer and a videographer in my church, and it's through church that I got an opportunity to work with a reaction tour camp, where I met people that already know what they're doing, people that have worked with big corporations, and they've shared with me skills, and they've also inspired me and opened up my mind that, well, I can do work here, and if I go through the right channels, my work can actually be noticed and recognized, and probably at an international level. So that opportunity has given me hope that yes, you can still be here in Uganda and get your work out there, and probably get to work with bigger corporations as well. One of the reasons why I do what I do, why I do photography, one is I find photography very, very exciting, and one of the reasons why I find it exciting is I love taking portraits of people, and to me, every face that I take a photo of is definitely very different from the next. Even if you were to line up 1,000 faces and took portraits of each of them, they would definitely look different. The texture of their skins will look different, the expression on their faces will look different, and the tone of their color, the color of the skin will look different. To me, that keeps me going. Well, I might be one of those photographers that are trying to make it in Uganda and Africa generally, but there are thousands like me who do not have an opportunity to have access to gear, photography gear. They don't have access to mentors that can mentor them in the photography world, and many of them don't even have the skills. But since I got an opportunity to learn new things that I've incorporated in my photography and that have in turn helped me succeed in what I'm doing, I think it is an obligation on my side, an obligation and as well as an opportunity for me to pass on these skills to other people. And probably that way, it's like, how can I explain this? It's like I'm also lighting up other people's candles or torches so that they can also be the light to the rest of the world through the camera. One of the things that I like to communicate in my photos is the way of life of people. If I come to someone's home or where someone works, a workplace, I want to show their way of life. What kind of life do they live? If I can effectively communicate the way of life of people through images, I think probably if the way of life they are living is not as good, probably if I communicate that to the rest of the world, there might be some change that might come to these people's lives and probably make them better. My vision in the industry I want to be a household name in the documentary photographers around the world. I want my name to be out there, and not just for the fame, but also such that I can help the people that are behind me, people that don't have an opportunity like me, to be able to access the same skills that I have. My name is Ambrose Watanda, and I'm a documentary photographer.